Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Pride and Peddlers. This scenario is stressful as hell. I have to be very frank with you. I have survived another market crash somehow, but lost almost 2 mil in the process, so now we're at 15.5. But what I've actually been thinking about doing, and what have...
Prudence is my pilot.
Also, the NPC voices are on. What I've actually been thinking about in this time frame is trying to, put the building blocks in order to actually get a food-related island going. And I think, just based off, or I just can't speak to that. I think, my mouth just went all over the place. Buenacosta is going to be that one. And the reasoning behind this is it has both plantain and corn fertility here, which is essentially the building blocks that we need for fried plantains.
Money
And then
isn't my motive.
no, but it's mine, and the tortillas. So I have a feeling this island is going to be the best one. So what we've already done is we brought over the blending tank, which we'll talk about that in a hot second, along with Elmer's electric oven. That way we can actually boost our food production. And then I'd also like to go and check out with the NPCs if they have some other stuff that we could potentially purchase from them. Now, we might be in for another market crash after this one, and that's going to be really, really bad. But unironically, I have literally made up the money I lost for the most part, which is nutty. Okay, so that means our stuff is actually pretty damn decent. And the reason for that is I actually allowed the celluloids to produce to maximum, and all these guys, again, produce to maximum, then stop their productions so we could save on the costs and then work from there. So that means we still have a decent amount of celluloids in here to actually sell. 671 is not bad. We also have a little bit of ethanol. I got rid of the ethanol factories over here. Mostly, again, because the artistas were not particularly happy, okay? They didn't like the pollution, and, to be honest, I don't blame them, okay? But at the same time, I did need a good in order to actually, sell in this time frame to actually get back to this stage. So before all of this market crash stuff actually happened, I was at 17 mil. So we're still kind of getting close, but I think we'll get a little bit, we'll get close enough to it. It's affecting this. So like the maintenance costs are up, but all goods being traded are 45% increase. So we also have some of these stars in the water, but what I would like to do is with the Undyne over here, I would like to get some bricks. And we're going to take some bricks over to Buenacosta right down here because we really want to get this island going as quickly as possible. We already have the garlic chicken over here with a whole bunch of timber, so we can actually start building the town right now. And I'd like to get started with that ASP. I don't like the way that road turned out. We're going to fix that. I'm also going to double back to what was the island of Arakeen, and I'm going to tell you why we're going to double back there. We're going to go ahead and make the boxes again. And I think that's just a little bit easier, and we'll go ahead and pre-position these outhouses in there and set them up like so. That way, if I just want to easily build these guys, I can just go ahead and copy it and just like put it down like this and like this. So we just were missing out on one home over there. Not a big deal. Always just fix up the road real fast. So how was your holiday? What did you guys get? Did you get anything cool? I did. I got a lot of cool stuff. I got an Apple Watch. That's actually kind of nutty. I didn't think I was gonna get this, and my girlfriend up and got me Civilization 7. I told one of my buddies that she did, and he's like, wife her. I'm like, I intend to. So we have the island of Buenacosta started up. And what we're going to try to do is see how much of the population we can actually increase. The only problem with this particular scenario is that we can't have like resource sharing between the islands, and that goes through the workforces. So this is going back to like before the whole like airports and whatnot were actually a thing, which kind of sucks, but at the same time it's whatever. We can navigate around this. We need to build some of these chapels, so let's go ahead and put this one over here and like this one over here because we don't want to have riots here. And we do have a decent amount of oil over here, and I think we should definitely consider using some.
Ready for a challenge.
But the main thing is, I want to actually try to, like, for example, from Rio Ralto, I want to actually send the plantains over towards
Still don't need us.
Buenacosta now, instead of sending them over to Nova Prosperitum. The only problem with this is, quite frankly... Oh, I gotta turn these guys on as well. The issue here being is we do have enough stuff in here for them as far as the plantains are concerned. We just don't have enough plantains themselves because we've been trading it to one of the other islands to actually boost its production or the workforce amount. And that one is Arrakis. I changed it from Arrakeen to Arrakis because I figured, you know, it's... You guys were right, to be honest. I mean, it's the entire island that we're going to be building on. So it might as well be here, and we're going to be building on Arrakis, and we're going to have a whole bunch of stuff.
Why survive when we can thrive?
The main problem is that these guys are going through plantains very quickly, and I'm not producing enough. So that's why I brought those stuff over here.
A new milestone.
So we can try to get this island going very quickly. Let's see about maybe getting some of the farm fields. Well, actually, let's redirect those plantain routes because I don't want them to go there. We're going to redirect the plantain routes. We're also going to redirect the sugarcane and the fish oil down to here instead of Nova Prosperitum. So let's send them over to Buenacosta right now. And then the plantains, we're going to get rid of Nova Prosperitum over here. The good thing with this one is that they're a lot closer. So we should be seeing this route be a lot faster. The problem is, though, that they would have to go around the island to reach this spot. I will be building some additional piers over here. I'm kind of just holding this area just in case I need the shoreline right now. Otherwise, I could just take the main harbor area and just park it over here. But I think we should be okay. Once we get some of that stuff going, we will be okay to start up. But what we also need to put over here is going to definitely be the trade union. And we're going to plop it down right over here because it is island-wide. We can definitely utilize this spot right over here. And we want to just literally mass produce fried plantains. That's the first one. The next one is going to be tortillas, so we're going to need to boost them up to the obreras. And then I want to try out with chocolate. Okay, I want to see if I could potentially do something with this because, oh, well, also the rum. Rum is also going to be really important here because I do want to utilize the blending tank. Reason for this is I do want to use that extra good. The only issue with this is I'm going to need ethanol, which on the flip side, that means when Arrakis actually gets fully manned, then we should have a decent amount of stuff in there to start trading over here with Buenacosta. Now, I'm hoping the market crash doesn't fully happen, and instead we get a nifty, like, hey, stop buying our dung event, but I don't think that's going to happen. Sadness, and depression. Where is that ship? I need my bricks. Where you at? Oh, God bless. You are so slow.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Well, at least, you know, people are happy. That's the most important thing. Okie dokie. So we have 4 fried plantain kitchens over there on Nova Prosperitum. So let's go ahead and get rid of...
unpunished.
Alright, you know what? Could care less what you think. We're going to go ahead and build some quarters over here for the fried plantain kitchens. And I think I would like to just kind of set it up as an industrial island of sorts, except it's just going to be food related. So here's 2 rows. This is already double our production. Okay, we're also going to have to get a turbine and bring it over here. We do actually have a spare turbine that's working on Juanito at the moment, and that is mostly because we are extracting a lot of the clay. We got a clay route, a stable clay route for now, heading over to Nova Prosperitum, so that's really good. And the flagship currently is taking a whole bunch of celluloids and trading it with Margaret Hunt, which is also very good. We want to make sure that she purchases all of that right now. And that's why I'm kind of like in a moment of blitzing, so I can try to at least get these chains set up in lieu of the market crash that's going to happen again. Absolutely insane. Let's go ahead and connect this spot right over here. And I'm going to put 2 warehouses right here. And 2 fire stations, because you never know how bad these things are going to mess up. We're also going to need a lot of depots over here, because we definitely need to make sure we have enough storage capacity. So let's see if we can actually make this look rather nice. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's not fantastic, but it's not bad either. I can't put one over there. I think this should be sufficient, actually, for now. So I'm just going to finish this out with a little bit of the key like that. And maybe we go ahead and plop, like, 3 or more of them down. We need to make sure we have a lot of storage capacity here. Okie dokie. So that's a pretty decent starter. And now we're just waiting for the goods. So this is our bricks. This is fantastic. And I'm not going to get rid of the rum right now on Nova Prosperitum. I'm going to let it work for the time being. Just so I can be sure we still have some that our people are going to be happy. Go ahead and build up that trade union. And we might as well, with the remaining bricks, go ahead and build some of these depots so we can at least get the maximum storage capacity in here possible. Okay, we need more timber.
Say the word.
I am saying the word. I need more timber. And you need to go and get me some more. Where can you go get me some more? Not Arrakis, because Arrakis doesn't have any. Rio Ralto, probably. Yeah, head over here. I don't know what the heck that is. Oh, it's just one of those event things. Okay, I'm going to go pick that up too. How many do you need for to build these? You need 10 and 10. Okay, so we can actually build all of these. That's perfect. No, we can't. What the hell? Oh, I ran out of bricks. I'm totally paying attention. I haven't had tea or coffee today. So, not a good combination. Not a good combination at all. I don't know whether I want to go and make a second amount of this because I just feel like my production chains may not be able to, you know, handle all of that. Let's see how much they're actually producing here just as is with fried plantains. So fried plantains, they're making 16 per minute. And the demand is at 14, but we're also exporting it out. So with 4 of them makes 16. So the other one would be 32. That's wild. Okay, the tortillas, on the other hand, is -1, which sucks. And they're only producing 8 per minute when they need 9. Okay, so that's only with 2 of these, by the way. So that's not good at all. Let's go over here, and we're going to get some tortilla makers also built up. I want to make it in a similar fashion to this side. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, what the heck are you doing? Going to copy that over. We're going to have 8 of these guys over here as well. And we're going to pretty much repeat the exact same thing we are doing over there. We'll do it over here. What in the heck? I want to get the flags facing the same way. That's just my craziness coming into play. There we go. Perfect. And then, obviously, having 2 more fire stations over here is never going to hurt. That's pretty good. So we have a good makings of our food quarter. And we're going to go ahead and immediately put in the electric oven. And I'm going to go ahead and put the blending tank for now as well. Like I said, we're not actually producing right now on this island, so not too bad. Oh, good old market crash. Okay, that's just fantastic. Followed by another one, potentially. So, all of our goods are literally dirt cheap. And everything else that it's affected is a lot more expensive. So,
Your people are rioting.
oh, really? Really? You wanna riot? Okay. Let me give you something to riot about. Conveniently placed police station in your face. Okay. I'm gonna grab that stuff for now. As you can see, like this fried plantain kitchen, they just don't have enough to actually produce for this. So I need to just make sure we get this sorted as quickly as possible. And with Nova Prosperitum itself, let's see, the bombings are definitely an issue as well. And that's mostly because I kind of neglected them. Let's see how much, are they actually purchasing my goods for anything? That is abysmal. Okay, well,
Stations.
you're done. And I need to make sure I stop the other one, which is cigars. You're definitely done.
Aye.
You're done. You're okay. No one else is, like, gonna purchase our stuff for damn near anything. So where's my flagship?
Ready for assignment.
Where's my flagship? What are you doing? Yeah, you're stopped. Yeah, you're definitely stopping. She's not gonna purchase those celluloids for
We
damn near
assist however
anything.
we may.
17 coins. Are you
Beware
serious?
The penalty for stubbornness.
Yeah. See, I want to try to get to the point of actually producing some of these black market goods now, and the blending tank is a good way of doing that. There is another one which deals with the calamari, but The thing with the calamari is I just don't have like stable sources of iron in order to just
The
dump it
strike
into
has
that.
ended.
So I'm not gonna even bother. Truth be told, I'm not gonna bother. Canned food by that degree is just not going to be that lucrative. But the costume shop, on the other hand, with the fake fur frame loom, instead of Nandu feathers, the building process of celluloids, this one may not be a bad one to have on Arrakis, okay? And mostly because we definitely want to make sure that we are producing a fair amount of celluloids itself, but at the same time, getting some fur coats, look how much you can sell them for during this event.
You, is it?
That's insane. Global market price is at 10,000 just right now. I don't know about the other things. I guess maybe when we upgrade a little bit more of the artistas, we'll be able to figure that out, which I would like to do actually right now, instead of actually trying to do anything else, because we got rid of a decent amount of factories over here. I think at this point we can just go ahead and upgrade these guys instead. So let's get this district set up, and we will work well, closer to the Samba school. I think that's probably better. Why are you not... Oh my god. Are you serious? Do you not have enough? You're fine. Where are the bombings at? You are just fine. You are just fine. It's at even. I'm being really stubborn and I don't want to build more. But I know I'm going to have to. So we're going to go ahead and put one of each. That'll help out a little bit. And for the time being, you know what? I'll be a nice guy.
I see a lot of potential here.
I'll give you guys some cigars. Enjoy. So we'll give him some cigars, make him happy. During this whole 1 hour and like 30-minute timer, it's going to be atrocious. So might as well at least get these things going. Let's just check with the coffee, because if the coffee is almost at max, then I'm not going to keep it running. Where is the coffee? I think I already passed it. We have enough of that. I could later on sell the helium, and I'm really considering that. There it is, 593. It's not fantastic, but it's not bad either. But what I am going to probably stop are definitely going to be these, the plantations themselves. Yeah, so the coffee plantations, they don't need to work. And this is essentially what I have been doing every time there is a market crash. I go and evaluate which one of these goods are actually needed en masse right now, and which ones aren't. So right now, we need to make sure we cap out our coffee because we're not going to sell it during a market crash. And we also are providing enough of the cigars. Cigars will definitely be able to sell for more, but we're almost at max with them as well.
To take time to learn the new.
So we'll just go ahead and stop them because this is going to go into the red very fast. Our maintenance costs are at 21,556, and our trade is going to literally be at 0. Okay, so being at 0 is definitely not fun to see at all. And not giving sewing machines to them or cigars is going to definitely help out. I just want the artistas to be content, which they are at +7. Okay, that's okay. They're fine. They're okay. I can go ahead and like pave all the roads, but the goal is going to be for Nova Prosperitum to actually have like an entire shift up here so they can get a beach. That is the dumbest thing I've ever had to do. Move an entire settlement because I don't have any ornaments to enhance the beach public service. That's the only place I can put it. Over there, or conveniently placed over here. This spot actually might look rather nice. Are we really going to do a beauty build here? I think we are. Oh boy. All right. So we need to make sure that these guys get what they need soon. And I think if we just fast forward a little bit during this whole session, it's not going to be that terrible. Just to make sure we get through this. We're going to probably make it to like 14 mil again. That's how much it's going to drop. Hopefully after this, we will be able to not have another one of these events, but hell if I know. We have 1.5k Obreras, so we're going to actually continue upgrading because we want to get to the other stuff that the artistas have very quickly, specifically getting to the film reels, because film reels will sell for a lot, and I definitely want to make sure we have that. How much are we at now? Well, we need to get them to actually upgrade. There's also a sugar-related crisis, which we're going to have to fix.
Now is the time for choosing sides, just or unjust.
Okay, all right. You do your thing. I'm already on your side, technically speaking. Everyone else is trying to gyp me. upgrade these guys, and we should be getting relatively close to actually seeing the film reels.
Hubris seldom goes unpunished.
And to be perfectly frank, I'm still purchasing fuel and dung from, I think dung is from Carl. So, or no, it's not from Carl. I think both of them are actually from Margaret Hunt. So, not a big deal. Hey, some grenades. That's actually going to come in handy. I'll go and literally throw them in Margaret Hunt's office so she can, like, give me all of her money. I'll make her sign a waiver that she gives me all of her money before she, you know, bites the dust, literally. So, we can go here and pause
Stand aside, boss.
all
Don't
these
get
as
dirt on your
well.
fancy shoes.
These guys, they can't stop. I need to make sure we get the routes set towards Buenacosta right now. What are you doing? Okay, you're just big chilling over here. I did have I'm losing it. Okay.
Your people are rioting.
Where now? Oh, come on, dude. You just... Unbelievable. Why are you rioting? There's a chapel right there. I built what you wanted. Okay, well, apparently today is the, I don't know, like, Anno 1800 for me for the past couple of days has just, like, woken up and chosen violence for me. I don't know. Alright, there you go. There's 2 police stations. Are you guys going to stop your BS or what? Alright, okay, we got some fish oils in here. We have some plantains. I need to get some more timber in here. And once the garlic chicken is done with this whole little excursion of theirs, they're going to bring me some more timber. I'm just going to grab it all from Rio Ralto because they already have enough over here to do that with. I really want to make sure I get some black market goods out here. And I will be constantly selling the rum to make sure that I get as much absinthe as possible. Because I can't produce it by normal means. Okay, I want some new goods, man. This is crazy. Why aren't you guys doing what I want you to do? Oh, well, they're getting close. They're getting close. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. So we've already set the foundations for Arrakis to actually get a lot of corn. The only problem is that I haven't actually brought over any bricks to increase its harbor areas to make sure they get more. And there is one deposit of clay over here that they're already tapping into, which is fantastic. It's already being mined, which is insane. But like I mentioned before, this island is going to be primarily set for the ethanol production going into, like, because ethanol is going to be a lot of stuff that we're going to require to make. So, like, perfume mixers, I don't mind having these on, like, Nova Prosperitum. That's totally fine by me. I just don't want to have this there, okay? I don't want to have this there. But when it comes to the orchards, I finally found a reason for Mescondo. And Mescondo is going to be that island that is going to have a relatively okay size settlement. Not going to provide anything else to them. But I went and got all these books. All these ones for the orchards. During the time that I actually had 17 mil and no market crash. So we're going to use these. This entire island with its horrible
Your
rivers.
streets are safe again.
Awesome, thank you. Are going to be orchards. We're going to have citrus, coconut oil, and cinnamon. Okay, we're going to have all of those. So we won't have to worry about this crap ever again. So can you guys get to this literally or at 39.69? Hey. Okay. What do you need for a skewer? 6,000, dude. 6 freaking thousand. Okay, so this is where the celluloids come into play. Celluloids, and that's when the saltpeter works also is needed. Okie dokie. So that is order to make the film reels. But what the? No. No, but you know what? Carl will purchase cables. That means I'm going to actually have to produce aluminum profiles. They need the... Oh, come on. Why do you need iron? Iron to make the steel, and then steel to make the little motors? Okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to tap into that iron after all. Where is it? It's right here? 750. Okay, well, this has to go to Arrakis. Yeah, that's the only thing I could possibly think of. That's a bit of a letdown. So we need to make sure we tap into that as well, which is kind of gonna suck, but it is what it is. This might sound...
stories how it used to be better.
I will tell you, it's definitely not going to get any better with what I'm about to say. I know this is going to sound cruel, but I'm not giving them any food here. I need them to export it, okay? I don't need them to have it here right now, right? Later on, when I actually do need the Abrers, though, that's when I'll consider giving them the fried plantains. Because I'm going to need it anyway for the tortilla makers over here. Right now, I just really want to export it. So when I actually get all that timber in here, hopefully it'll be soon,
Frivolous insolence.
I will indeed be able to build some of those, and then we'll start exporting. I need to purchase another turbine as well. So you're free. So can we actually head on over to Yaska's Harbor? I could potentially use you as well. Hold on. You actually have that thing? Yeah, you do. I'm going to... Well, no.
Let me see what we have in storage.
It's okay. I don't need anything from you right now. Don't worry about it. I'm just going to wait until this one's done, which this mine is going to take the longest. Oh, no, it's actually almost done, too. So once they're completely tapped out here at Juanito, I'm going to just take the turbine that's out of this thing and bring it over to Buenacosta. Is that what I call it? Buenacosta, there you go. And we're going to use it over here because we want to make sure everything has electricity. And I have a theory that the ethanol productions and celluloids are not actually working because it requires an actual power plant, not just like a turbine in a trade union type power plant. That is just a thought. I have no clue whether it's going to be a thing. So I want to start building some of these chemical plants over here, and I have to unfortunately look at this in order to do it. We had 4 over there on Nova Prosperitum, so I definitely want to triple the amount. And we're going to make it as foolproof as possible. Let's go ahead and make a double and then a triple. All right, that's a lot of ethanol right over there. These are essentially our spice silos. We need to fill them once every... what was it? 28 standard days? I think it was 28 standard days. Yeah. Oh, please, don't do that to me. No, cease. We might even need more than this. You know, that's definitely a thing. So we have those set up, and then the celluloid productions, which are going to be an easy way to just get to it, would be over here. Celluloids can be on the other side of the street. And we'll put it one here, one here, one here. Oh, really? Okay. Well, I'll just move you. It'll cost some money in order to do this, but it's not that big of a deal. Move you and put that down over here. What was it? I'm scared to see what you need for the scooters. I'm really scared because I know you're going to need motors. Okay. So that means that we can't actually sell any motors until we have this thing completed. It's not the quest book. It's over here. How many was this? 400? 180 tons of scooters in storage. Win the scenario with 100. Okay, so we need to like make sure we always have 180 just by default sitting in there. Okay. At least near the end. And then what was this one? Make them pay. Win the scenario with 100,000 coins in stock. Okay, well, we're way above that one. Win the game with at least keeping 3,000 birds alive for at least 1 hour. I want to say I've done that by now, but I have no clue. Because it doesn't actually tell you until you're done. It would kind of suck if I didn't actually reach that. You know, I'm actually going to go ahead and copy this whole behemoth and put it right here. That's what I like to see. And we're going to make sure we have enough of these over here, just surrounding it as much as possible, because I don't plan on like fully upgrading these things ever. It's just a waste of resources. So I'd rather have more of them just dotted around like so. And we'll put one over here. So we have the basis for Arrakis already set up. And then the beauty of this is going to be that we're going to produce so much of the ethanol that we'll be able to actually have the film reels going because of the celluloids. Now, the celluloids, by default, I've just been selling them to Margaret Hunt, which I always hate trading with her to begin with. But Yauska, at a time when she isn't trying to, like, jip us on literally everything,
Something useful.
you're literally useless right now. The film reels will go for a lot. So I have a feeling...
Prudence is my pilot.
I have a feeling if we were to actually come over here, We don't have saltpeter works over here, but where's the spot that we do? Not here, not here. We have saltpeter works on Capua, and oh, look at that! Pretty sizable harbor area. But we're gonna actually have to get up to Aburras in order to do this, so I'm gonna go ahead and like pre-plan this though, because we're gonna need a lot of them. I don't know how many that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9, and these things are gonna work with electricity. I hope they'll be at a minute. We're probably gonna have to get a lot more. The good thing is that we can also get some saltpeter from our farms, like the alpaca farms, and we're going to definitely have to have a location for cloth industry later on, so we'll be able to tap into saltpeter from multiple different areas. But again, if you're doing the scenario with me, don't freak out every time there's a market crash. Just literally find the goods, take a look at what you have in your stockpile, and stop those particular chains from running. That'll help out with your maintenance costs overall, because this is debilitating. And if it happens twice in a row, that's even worse, which I don't think it will. I haven't actually seen it happen, but for the most part, we're okay. If it does reach a problem that we're at like 5 mil, then I am going to put the final thing in there, which I do have the last quest item, into this particular, museum, and then we'll just finish out the scenario, if that's what's going to happen. And hopefully I'll be able to come up with a better strategy to deal with this situation.
To everyone's liking.
Oh, well, I mean, you're happy, you're content. That's all I really care about. So we have the basis for our food-related island, which will get started. Hopefully by the next episode, it will be pumping out a lot of stuff that we need. So far, it's gotten a decent amount of resources in here. And I think the other one that we're going to need to bring over is going to be the beef, which I did not think about. I'm going to go ahead and do that as well. And then corn, I think we've already rerouted the corn. We need to actually bring it over here now. Yeah. It's also bringing it to Arrakis because of, well, reasons. So I think we're going to have to expand upon the corn. I don't really want to mess with that chain right now. It's actually working relatively decent, so we might need another location. Maybe Capua is going to be that place, because we do also have a decent amount of farm fields over here, and we already have a okay-ish population, so we can expand upon this and fertilizer. But I've already built some for the orchids as well. It's a little bit more for the herbs, which is going to be important. I definitely want to see if I can sell some pills, because I think those ones are going to go for a whole bunch, hopefully. I mean, medication is expensive. That is the thing. If you don't have insurance, in where I live, of course, then you're going to have to pay an arm and a leg to get your medication if you don't. So I think that's going to work out very well. I'm going to build some more of the corn farms over here, probably along this road as well, because I think it does look nice, and see what we can do. I am not worried about this scenario giving me market crashes like this constantly, but at the same time, it is a little bit on the like, whoa.
Full, boss.
This is just like, you're hitting me with a lot right now, Chief. I need you to back it up so I can at least solve these problems as they come to us. But getting some black market goods at the moment is going to be my #1 priority, specifically Abstein. And then later on, I will be actually going and purchasing a whole bunch of those items from Margaret Hunt, Carl,
Beware the penalty for...
and then the Admiral, so I can keep them in the stockpile for moments like these when they will go for 300% above market value. So, a lot of things to consider here with this scenario. If you're doing it with me, like I said, just relax. Everything is fine. Take deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just stop the productions where you need to and just play around with it. This is where you're going to have to start micromanaging a lot. And I like micromanaging quite a bit. So, until next time, my friends, thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Please consider like, commenting, subscribing, hitting that bell button, sharing it with your friends, and I'll catch you on the next episode, my Rantians.